Hi, welcome to Project Geospatial. I'm Adam Simmons here at GEOINT 2023 in St. Louis, Missouri. I had the pleasure with talking with Cubic. Hopefully I pronounced that right. It's a simple word.
It is. That's us.
Awesome. How about you, both of you gentlemen, introduce yourselves and we'll get right into it.
Thank you. I'm Randy Fields. I'm the VP GM of Cubic Visual Intelligence.
And I'm Michael Coleman. I'm the Senior Director of our Pixia business unit.
Awesome. So can you tell me a little bit more about, let's talk about a little bit of backgrounds first. How did you both get involved with the industry?
So I actually, right out of high school, went into the Navy. Decided I wanted to go support our warfighters and go from there. So I was a cryptologist, learned about a lot of intelligence things and getting into the IT industry. It was fantastic. From there, I did a short tour, got into the defense industry for 15 years of doing really great work, making capabilities I can go out to the tactical edge. And then from there, got into the business side of it because I figured I wanted someone who was technical to be making business decisions that were going to get to our warfighter, and that's where I got here today.
Perfect. You, sir.
So I actually didn't have a background in technology. About 15 years ago, I got an entry-level job at a full-motion video company and very quickly got interested in the technology, started teaching myself, came to Pixia, now Cubic, in August of 2012, and I've just been learning as I go and just soaking up as much technology and really enjoyed it.
So getting into the company, who is Cubic?
So Cubic is actually an edge-to-enterprise capability developer. So we're products and services, but primarily products. So we like to say we have product-enabled programs. Everything that you see from us is actually real, it's fielded, it's battle-hardened, and it's battle-worn. So what that means is a lot of people are going to show vaporware and they show things that they think is going to happen. Our capabilities are in the cargo pockets of people that are going forward all the way up through the enterprise of capabilities that are needed to make actionable intelligence every day.
Well, let's dive a little bit deeper in that.
Okay.
That's a little bit generic.
Yep.
So let's dive into what kinds of products and services. What do you specialize in? If you already go to Cubic, why?
So Coleman, why don't you start us off with our GEOINT capabilities?
Yeah, so I think the core Pixia technology really started as a data management problem. How do we take incredibly large data sets that are collected by spaceborne terrestrial platforms, and how do we make it so that you can get it through very skinny pipes? Because obviously the mission set that we deal with has users that are deployed all over the world. So Pixia's technology is based around packaging data in a way that's going to make it fast to access from any kind of storage infrastructure, and that's also going to provide interoperable services. So essentially, we make the data fast, and then we provide a common API that any tool, any third-party tool can come to. So the reason you go with Pixia is we're basically not going to tell you what applications to use to access your data. We're just going to tell you that there's a common interface so that you can make sure you get the data to the tool that you need when you need it.
Are we talking about server-side or client-side rendering? What's the secret sauce behind the speed?
Yeah, so most of it is server-side. So it has to do with some of the indexes that we build around the data. So we will basically take a data set and draw individual little maps via sidecar files or additional structure that we place around the data that's going to ensure that when you're accessing it from halfway around the world, your performance is the same there as if you were sitting right next to the actual storage itself.
Incredible. Speed is definitely important, especially from an imagery standpoint. I think it's undervalued these days.
Absolutely.
So briefly touch, because I think all of our audience is wondering what the heck is going on here behind us. So want to talk about that real quick?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is what's called a gator ball, so GATR, and this is something that is able to be rapidly stood up within about 20 minutes of getting to the field. And so it's able to be broken down into a series of transit cases and to 2-man lift, pull it out, get into the field. It was originally built for disaster recovery, FEMA types of actions. So when you lose all of your communications for an area, you're going to be able to pull this thing out, open up some cases, blow up a ball, and get communications back to that disaster relief area. Well, obviously, when you can do that for Louisiana, Costa Rica, those kinds of challenges, you can also get into a wartime application to be able to rapidly stand up communications. And now that you've got comms back to the mothership, that's what's going to enable all the things that this show, all that GEOINT, all that intelligence to write across good comms in a rapid way.
Okay. Well, here at the GEOINT Symposium, what are your highlights and takeaways so far from what you're trying to accomplish as a company?
So that's a really great question. So what we've seen as we're kind of working across this is that our capabilities are able to unlock a lot of data stovepipes. We're a fully open company. We never own the data. We believe that it's the government's data, it's the user's data. So one of the things that we're trying to accomplish is go find those vendor partners, go find our industry partners and our government partners to show them that we can take the speed that Michael brought up and enable us to unlock proprietary formats with our open standards and then get that to the decision makers. So that enables us to interface and just really integrate with a lot of people. So that way we can get it from any data site, any camera, any lens, any intelligence piece, and get it to those decision makers.
Yeah. Excellent. And how about yourself, sir?
Sure, and I think one of the key messages that we want to make sure people understand is that from Cubic's perspective, we really start at the edge and work our way back to the enterprise. So all of our technologies are built around those edge use cases, which, as we've seen with global events that are currently going on, there's a lot more interest in how do we support some of these edge use cases without the infrastructure that people have been used to. So the fact that we're already deployed and running natively in those edge environments means that we can take those same technologies back to the enterprise, and there's going to be a seamless ability for users to access the same interfaces regardless of where they're deployed. So I think that's this is a great show to really get that message out there. It's a great opportunity to talk to people that are trying to solve some of these hard problems, and we think we have some great solutions for this.
Well, as we wrap up, do you have any last minute notes that you want to ping your audience on, inform them on about Cubic?
Yeah, I'd say really, as we heard from our keynote speaker this week, our customers are looking for us to find industry partners and bring them combined capabilities. So that way we're not pushing our customers up to go handpick, kind of Chinese menu to make capability. So we want to enable our customers by saying, come to us, let's unlock that value chain, and let's bring them a valued partner solution. So that way it's very easy for integration, and it's a turnkey solution for being able to get intelligence products out.
My last request for you is for for academia out there, for people who want to get involved with the industry, any inspiring words for them for their career path going forward?
Oh, absolutely. Reach out to me, or Randy Fields or Michael Coleman. We love to work with academia. We have a series of creatives that are able to help work with, taking research as you're going through your academic environment, and then start working on products and services that are going to help be innovative and try to push the limits of what we're doing today.
Well, let's turn that back on students. How do you any inspiring words for them to help them drive them towards this type of path?
I love it. So the one thing is focus on your GIS courses, focus on computer vision, and focus on AI/ML, because those tools are going to enable us to go faster with making new capabilities. So lock into ChatGPT, lock in with your BARDs, and start experimenting and be curious.
And one more thing, why would you say you like doing this for them?
Oh, so for me, it's just the ability to talk to someone who's in uniform and recognize they might be putting their lives on the line for the capability that you're going to make. And so if you're curious and saying, how can I make it better for them? You really could be making a life decision and helping them come back from harm's way.
Well, I appreciate your time and learning more about Cubic. And once again, awesome company. Can't wait to dive into what you have to offer here at the booth. And I'm Adam Simmons with Project Geospatial. We'll talk to everybody next time.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah.